on television this evening?
Well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going out. Going to hospital to see Carole.
Kevin, what sort of a chap do you think I am?
What way?
Well, rather a staid sort of bloke, bit dull, perhaps.
No, nothing like that.
I don't suppose that you can imagine me as a young fella to your age, just got married.
Yeah, sure, Dad.
My wedding photo. I was just about your age at the time.
Yeah, you both look pretty good. Mum still. Both, really.
Yeah, well, it was a long time ago, but I haven't forgotten what it's like to be a young married man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. You know, Kevin, everybody goes through a stage when they begin to see faults in their wife or husband that they hadn't noticed before. A bit like with a new car.
Yeah, sure, Dad.
And suddenly, well, they meet somebody, and the grass looks a lot greener on the other side. But it isn't, you know. We've all been down that road, and we've all found that it doesn't lead anywhere. It's the most commonplace story in the world. Oh, yes. Me too. Oh, not this me, but this me. I was lucky.
How?
Well, Kath never knew. When it was over, I found out that I was more in love with her than ever. It brought us closer together. It doesn't always happen that way. Kevin, think very hard. Some things get broken that can never be mended.
Dad...
Kevin? You all right?
Yeah, sure, why?
Oh, you look a bit,
No, I'm fine, thanks. Glenn, if it's okay with you, I'd like to go over to the hospital to see Carole.
Oh, no, I don't think you should do that.
You what?
Oh, you're still very shaky. I'll go.
Oh, no, Glenda, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'd like to go.
Now, wait a minute,
Oh,
Glenn.
Dad, I mean, look at Kevin. He's white as a sheet. He's in no fit state to go.
I told you I'm fine. Besides, Carole hardly knows you.
All the more reason. It'll do her good to see a different face. She's seen enough of your ugly mug.
Yeah, well, I'll drive you over there and bring you back. If she's made up her mind, it'll be quicker that way. Right, come on, then.
I'll give her your love, eh?
Perhaps it's just as well Arthur's taken her, because I wanted a quiet word with you.
Oh, your turn now.
What?
Nothing.
Kevin, you and Carole... It's serious, isn't it?
We're very good friends, yes.
Now, Kevin, look. This is between you and me. I won't say anything to Arthur. I won't tell Glenda for her sake. Kevin?
Yes, I'm in love with Carole.
I see. So you don't love Glenda anymore?
No. Yes, of course I do. But it's different.
How far's it gone? Have you...
There's been nothing like that between us.
Not yet. Oh, God, this is going to break Glenda's heart.
Oh. Even though she and I aren't... I couldn't do that to her.
How can you not do it if you're in love with another woman?
I shan't leave Glenda.
I don't understand.
I've thought a lot about this. Thought about nothing else lately. If I leave Glenda, I hurt too many people. I couldn't do that to her. You and Dad, I just couldn't go through with... Stay with Glenda and give up Carole. There's only one person that gets hurt, and that's me.
What about Carole?
She's young, inexperienced. At her age, it's probably just infatuation.
Do you really believe that?
I have to. She'll get over it, I have to believe that.
And you won't get over it?
I love her. I love her in a way...
And you're prepared to make that sacrifice to give her up?
I have to. I couldn't be with Carole thinking of you through here. So I'll have to end it eventually. You don't think Glenda's guessed?
Oh, no. Oh, no, she loves you totally and utterly. She couldn't imagine you... So what are you going to do?
Oh, you know very well. What else can I do? I won't see Carole again. I'll phone... right, I don't know. I'll think about it later. No, please, don't be nice to me. Couldn't stand that.
Go on, turn round. Don't be shy. That's great. Now, hang on. Put your shoulders back. Chin up a bit. That's smashing. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, come on, I feel like mutton dressed as lamb.
nothing of the kind, really. You look 10 years younger these days.
Well, I couldn't have done it if you and Iris hadn't given me an hand and prodded me along.
That sounds like Sid coming down now. No, leave it. You look just fine as you are.
Evening, ladies. Ooh, it's cold in the night. So numb I can hardly feel my hands.
How was the day?
How's any day at the garage?
You eating with us tonight?
Yeah, okay. What have you got?
Best end the lamb.
Fine. What are you both looking at me like that for?
Husbands. They're the end. I don't know why we bother, I really don't. Haven't you got eyes?
Let it alone, Rose.
Well, what are you on about?
Mavis's outfit and that. Don't you think it suits her?
Oh, Maeve, it's the light. I didn't see it well. Look, stand up, let's have a look. Well, isn't that great? Oh, I like that, Mavis. Hey, listen, that suits you. See, you've kept your figure, haven't you? I mean, that wouldn't fit a dumpy woman, that.
Sex off her hair.
Oh, do leave off, Rose. I feel like I'm up for auction.
No, she's right, Maeve. I was just going to say it myself, but, you know, with Rose doing all the talking, it's a difficult job to get a word in edgewise. It's lovely. You should have done that before. You've got lovely hair. There's a lovely shine on it.
Oh, and you've always had a silver-plated tongue. He didn't kiss the blarney stone. He took a bite out of it.
Oh, come on. You know you look sweet.
I can't stand chatting here. Got it nipped down to the post. I forgot to send the rights money off.
Maybe she don't.
Back soon.
Poor old duck. I don't know what she bothers, really. Waste of time. She'll always look like a plain as a brick wall.
Sid Hooper, you really are a rotten low-down.
I know, and the rest. But listen, Rose, I mean... Oh, never mind. Come on, let's go up the pub and have a drink, just you and I, eh?
No. She wouldn't like it. And besides, it'd be too cruel after she's made all that effort.
Look, Mavis is a good, honest, hard-working woman, right, with a heart of gold. But she was born with a mind in whalebone corsets. I mean, we're as different as a pig and a pineapple.
You're a pineapple, all right.
Well, we're not suited. We just don't get along.
So why did you marry her?
Well, why did you marry your husband? Wish I'd met you first.
I don't know that we'd have been all that good for each other.
Who cares about being good? Anyway, we've had some good times, haven't we? In some rather interesting places.
Maybe. That sounds like her coming back now. Oh, hello, love. How was the motel? Why, you look as if you'd done 6 rounds with Henry Cooper.
And one.
I thought they'd abolished slavery.
Tough, was it?
Oh, it was all right. I just ain't used to that sort of work, that's all. I'll soon get into it. Here, you can have a job there for a couple of weeks if you like. I know it's only cleaning, but as you've got nothing else on.
What you trying to do, love? Keep me occupied so I won't get into mischief. You're wasting your time. I could talk myself into trouble in a Trappist monastery.
I ain't worried about you. It's the people around you always seem to cop it. No, I just thought you might like to earn some decent money for a bit rather than scraping on social security.
Sorry, Iris, you're right, but no thanks. No, there was a time, but sweeping and dusting, well, it's not my style these days.
Suit yourself. You know who your friends are and what you want. Or do you?
Hello?
Hello. Where's Kevin parking the van?
Oh, no, he's not coming. My dad brought me.
Dad? But I don't know him.
Oh, no, he's not coming up. No, he's parking the car and he's going to wait for me in the T-bar.
Oh. And Kevin?
I talked him out of it. I thought it best if I came to see how you are. To tell you the truth, I've been really worried about you and Kevin.
What about?
Well, you here in hospital and Kevin not feeling too good, you know.
Yes, of course. How is he?
Well, he's a bit pale and the bump on his head hasn't gone down yet. What about you? What have the doctors said?
Oh, I'll be out in a couple of days. Just kept me in for observation, mainly. Make sure I didn't damage my skull or cause any internal bleeding. still ache a lot. What happened to you?
Oh, didn't Kevin tell you? I lost my handbag and had to walk home. Well, run, really. I was that worried about Kevin.
But you're all right now, though.
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, if you want anything, I could always bring it in for you.
Oh, no, thanks, Kev. My brothers bring things in for me all the time.
Oh. Are there any others in here from the demo?
What? No, I don't think so. Kevin's all right, then?
Oh, yes. You know what men are. They're not as tough as women, but they make a lot of fuss about nothing.
Yeah.
No, he did have a nasty bump on the head. And he's pretty shaky.
Yeah.
And he seems to have something on his mind these days.
Any idea what?
I can guess.
What?
Work. He'll be finishing at the motel soon now.
Yes, of course.
What's that?
Oh, it's time for visitors to go.
Oh, what a pity. Still, my dad will be pleased. He doesn't like hanging round hospitals.
No. Well, it's not most people's favourite place. Listen, don't put yourself out to come here again. I mean it. Neither you nor Kevin. Because I'm all right now. Honest.
Well, if you're sure. Get well soon, eh? Oh, I nearly forgot. Kevin sends his love. I expect you'll see him in the garage soon. Ta-da, then. Take care.
Just take your cup.
Oh, thanks, Miss Newt.
Oh, what's this?
Shut up. Hey, he's not a bad bloke, this Mr. Lamont. I mean, what's all this carry on about him being a heavy? Don't know where you get that from. You've got to go to look at the bloke. I mean, I've seen heavies, mate.
Bully for you.
Well, what do you got against him, then?
Look, just leave it, huh?
Oh, well, please yourself. But you must have something against him, otherwise you wouldn't have said what you did.
Take my word for it.
Hang about. You mean Ashley was the one?
Worksheet for the service of Mrs. Lamont's car.
Thank you. I could get oil cheaper than that.
Not here you can.
Now, about Ashley.
Now, look, don't go jumping on any bandwagons. He's not some thug in uniform that goes around bashing people. You ought to know that.
You know who the girl is, don't you?
Yeah, he did mention something.
Carole Sands.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
She works here.
Here?
The kid we took on as trainee.
I don't believe it.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
Hang about, hang about.
What?
This could be something of an advantage.
What?
This girl, sensible is she?
Well, I think so.
Not likely to do anything silly?
Like?
Bringing charges?
Well...
No, I don't want that, I don't want that. Maybe I ought to go and have a word with her just to straighten her out on one or two things.
Reg, do you ever take advice?
Never.
Well, why not give it a go?
Try me.
Just leave it to Ashley, eh?
Well, that's a great vote of confidence in my ability, isn't it?
Well, he won't thank you.
No, maybe you're right.
And if you are anxious to flex your muscles, we do have our little problem here.
Yeah, right, that's why I came over in it. OK, give me 5 minutes with him and send him in.
Don't you want me here?
No, thank you. You bring out the honest streak in me, and we can't have that, can we?
Sid, Mr. Lamont wants a word.
Right. Hey, listen, that gearbox on the right, is it?
I phoned. It's on its way.
Okay.
Is
Any tea in the pot?
Oh, yeah, sure. Milk?
Want to see me, Governor?
Yeah. What do you fancy in the 330? Powder keg doesn't look bad. Mind you, fallen 3 times in a row. Do better if you could stand up. I'll take a seat.
Yeah, okay.
Dodgy sort of race, this one, though. You know, one of those that's best left alone, I reckon. Always assuming, of course, that you can leave them alone.
What do you want to see me about?
Oh, yes, our little problem. Max, little grievance. Well, I've been worrying a lot about that, you know, and then suddenly it came to me that you are the man to help.
Me? Well, how?
By leaving.
Hey,
You're on 3 months trial, aren't you? Got 6 weeks left. Now, maths has never been my strong point. Not like Billy Ross. Because he's a genius, you know. Now, maybe you can wait 6 weeks. I can. I could persuade Mac to, but I don't think Billy can, because he's an impatient fella. Big failing. Nice as pie until he's crossed, and then... dodgy.
Yeah, well, I don't know all you knew about
How? Well, it doesn't really matter how, does it? Just take it that I do know. And I want to help you. Because that is how I see my function. There's a grand there, 6 weeks' wages in lieu of notice and 50 over the top. Now, pick it up. There's a good fella.
Yeah, but I don't know if...
Daddy's going to be there for 10 seconds and it goes back in my pocket, and once it's there, you're on your own, sunshine. Now, that is the wisest move you have ever made, Sydney. Now, don't do anything silly with it, will you? Like putting it on powder keg in the 330, because that could just blow up in your face. See that Billy gets his money and wipe the slate clean,
Yeah.
And do it now, Sydney. Right now.
You're not going to want... All right?
Yeah, problem solved.
That's it.
Eh?
He's going. Job's yours. That's terrific, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't like any of this, you know, Sharon. But the worst part was having to turn it down when you asked. But I really had.
Yeah, well, it's all over now. You can call him off, eh?
Oh, glad to.
I think maybe somebody deserves a thank you. You won't bite?
It scares me.
Don't worry. I'll pave the way.
Thanks.
Oh, funny.
Anything you want to watch on telly tonight?
You're not going out?
I'm not going to the hospital, if that's what you mean.
Oh, Kevin.
Well, look, you said yourself that Carole told you she didn't want us to visit her anymore.
She was just trying not to be a nuisance. She didn't want us to put ourselves out on her account.
That all she said? About us not going to see her, that her family and committee friends are visiting her? Sure.
Yep. Kevin, just the same, I think you ought to go and see Carole. She's only trying to be thoughtful. I could tell all the time I was there she really did want to see you. If you don't go, it'll look as though you blame her for what happened to you and to me. But she must be feeling terrible about that. So please, go and see her. As a favour to me, eh? What is it, Kevin? Is there some reason you don't want to go and see Carole? Something I don't know about?